Hello, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Ian Green, musician for Music Dreams and also for Ian J. Green, and I also enjoy creating tutorial videos. And today I'm going to be creating a tutorial video to support Level 10 Harmony Unit 3, which is also known as sequences. There are going to be a few different parts to this particular topic, so let me share my screen and we were going to work through part 1 of a series of parts to this chapter. Basically, sequential voice leading or sequences in a piece of music are patterns in which composers use the same interval relationships and chord patterns in the sense of movement where the voice leading is consistent and but at the same time there is no opportunity for transposition or changing key. It's basically different ways that composers cycle through the series of chords within a specific scale. So for example, in this first set of sequence topics, I'm going to be discussing something called the descending fifths sequence. Now, if we were to look at this sequence here, you can see how we start off on C, and if you count down 5 notes from C, C, B, A, G, F, then you would have F. Then 5 notes down from F would be B, then 5 notes down from B would be E, and so on. The descending fifths sequence basically means that the root chord would be 1/5 below the previous chord. And usually a sequence occurs when a certain pattern is played or written and then repeated at least once. Now, one traditional way that the descending fifths sequence is written is where you start off on your tonic and you can either go down a fifth, down to the 4 chord, and then up a fourth and back and forth we go. Or you can go up a fourth and then down a fifth. But also, something that's important is to note how each of the chords are written in the diatonic scale, which means they are using the composer uses the quality of the chords that come in the original scale. So for example, C major would go to F major, which is the 4 chord. Then you'd go to B diminished. Then you'd go to the 3 chord, which is E minor, etc. 6, 2, 5, and then 1. Now if we were to play that in a minor key, 1, 4, 7, which is major because we're using the diatonic scale, then you go to 3. 6, which is major, 2, which is diminished, then 5, then 1. So something that's interesting when thinking about a diatonic fifths sequence is that the way that the sequence is organized, we actually use a sequence for each of these chords that I'm underlining. But then technically the sequence goes all the way to the tonic chord again, but traditionally the sequence stops here after there are 2 different iterations of the progression. Sometimes composers stop after writing 6 chords, and so they include the 2, but then the 2 chord is also a predominant chord or a chord that occurs right before the cadence, and then you can have a 2-5-1 sub mediant going to then the supertonic, the dominant, and then the tonic. The same thing occurs in a minor key where you have up to 6 chords occurring. The sequence then stops and then you have your cadence at the end. In upcoming videos, we'll also take a look at voice leading and how voice leading can be affected while using sequential writing. But for now, this outline of the descending fifths sequence hopefully helps to clear up some things and also offer some support. So I do hope that you have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you for another tutorial. And until then, Take care for now.